Concert season is coming up, and a lot of you will be headed to a festival or to see your favorite band this summer. I've had many requests for a video on how to be a gentleman at a concert. This video is going to cover what to wear, correct concert etiquette, and even dancing and moshing. I want you to have the information you need so that you can present yourself and behave in a way that you are proud of at these events. This video is more about rock and pop concerts where there is less of a clear code of etiquette than there would be at a classical concert, opera or ballet. Although I don't go to many gigs these days, I have attended hundreds of concerts in the past, and I've performed at hundreds of concerts too. I have seen many examples of both good and poor gig etiquette that I'm excited to share with you now. So let's get right into it, starting with what to wear. If you're a man who normally dresses up, going to a concert might mean dressing down a little. I probably wouldn't go to a concert dressed like this, but that doesn't mean looking any less stylish. The first thing to consider when putting together your outfit is the genre of the artist. If it's a jazz show, you might feel comfortable and confident in that suit. If it's a country concert, maybe you pull out those cowboy boots that you've been meaning to wear. Although it can be fun to match your style of dressing to the style of music, don't feel like you have to dress like a performer. If you're not a big heavy metal fan, but your friend bought you tickets to see Iron Maiden, turning up in full spikes and leather would seem very inauthentic. Generally, concert attire will be more casual, and if in doubt, this is a good go-to outfit that will work for pretty much any genre. Dark jeans, a casual button-down shirt, and boots. This button-down could also be a camp collar shirt. You can pick whatever color you want. For rock shows, black or navy makes sense. At a festival, you might want to choose brighter colors or bold patterns. Also, for a festival, you could probably switch out the jeans for a pair of shorts, and you could switch out the boots for loafers, but only if you plan on standing at the back and you're not going to be right at the front where the crowd might trample on your feet. Personally, I don't really like festivals anyway, so if I go to one, you can just find me sitting at the bar, and loafers are just fine for that. But for indoor shows, boots are essential because it's very likely your feet will get stepped on as people are dancing and the crowd swells. Wearing white sneakers would be the biggest mistake because they will get covered in spilled drinks and dirty footprints in just one night. Notice how I didn't include a jacket as part of my essential concert outfit. Although wearing a jacket is okay for outdoor shows, I would caution against wearing anything more than a very lightweight jacket for an indoor show. My 16-year-old self found this out the hard way when he passed out at the Kentish Town Forum because he was too cool to take his leather jacket off. A concert also provides a good opportunity to have more fun with accessories than you might normally. This could be the time that you decide to wear rings, bracelets, and necklaces. However, I caution against wearing your best watch because pickpockets still operate at concerts. And besides, nobody is going to see it in such a dark room. In fact, I would advise against wearing your best of anything. Drinks get spilled at concerts, you may be pressed up against other people's sweat, so just save yourself the trip to the dry cleaners. After all, it isn't a fashion show, rather it's about the music. And for that same reason, dark colors are generally better for indoor shows. Now, should you wear ear protection at a concert? There's no doubt that the volume levels you're exposed to at a concert do have the potential to damage your hearing, especially if you go to a gig quite frequently. I want you to have the confidence to wear hearing protection if you want to, without worrying about looking like a dork. But I'm not going to tell you to wear hearing protection because I'm not your dad. As somebody who goes to gigs quite infrequently these days, I personally don't find it necessary. This final point is just as much about etiquette as it is what you wear, but make sure that you put any heavy coats or large bags in the coat check. Concert halls get crowded very easily and it's unfair to take up space with your backpack. As for the coat, it will get very warm inside and it will dampen your enjoyment of the concert if you have to hold onto your coat the entire night. Now let's talk about how to behave at a concert. There are some universals of concert etiquette that apply no matter the artist. First, it's important to be aware of your surroundings at all times. If you're tall, don't block the view of shorter people behind you. Instead, invite them to stand in front of you so they can see better. Similarly, don't push your way to the front of the crowd. If it's an artist you really love, get there early to secure your space. A major pet peeve for many concert goers is people who film the entire thing on their phone. It's okay to get 1 or 2 quick photos, but don't dampen the experience of others around you with your iPhone videography. Singing along with the artist can be great fun, and it's an electrifying experience to sing as part of a big crowd. But don't wail your way through the ballads or sing at a volume that would otherwise spoil the experience of the performer for other people. Remember, they've paid to see the artist, not you. What's much more obnoxious than singing, in my opinion, is talking very loudly to the person next to you. That normally involves shouting at your friend next to you, shouting the same thing 3 times because they didn't hear you, and generally causing a nuisance for everyone else. To maintain good concert etiquette, it's important not to get drunk or to take drugs. Having 1 or 2 beers can be part of the experience, but this is totally the wrong environment to lose control of your mental and physical faculties. Bars at concerts can get extremely crowded, so again, it's important to be aware of your surroundings and make sure that others who were there before you get served first. And when you do get your drink, absolutely never throw it at the crowd. Those of you who have been to a rock concert will know exactly what I mean. There is another part of concert etiquette that a lot of people overlook, and that is appreciating the artist. Clap, cheer, and get into the spirit of things. Research the artist beforehand so you can become familiar with their songs and enjoy the concert as much as possible. Especially if you are the guest of someone who is a fan, they will appreciate it if they can see that you're having a good time, and it just creates a good atmosphere for everyone else around you. Now we come to the tricky subject of dancing and moshing. Dancing, in my opinion, is a totally fun and acceptable part of the concert experience. Especially if you're going out with your girlfriend or on a date, it can be a nice way for you two to connect and enjoy the experience together. Moshing, on the other hand, is something I believe a gentleman never does. It is boisterous, inherently dangerous, and uncivilized. If you are on the edge of the mosh pit, do your best to protect others around you and make sure it doesn't spill out even further. If someone falls down near you, help them up and check they're okay. The same goes for crowd surfing. If you want to be a gentleman, this is not an activity for you. But if people are crowd surfing above you, help them along and don't let them drop on the floor and then chastise them for their behavior. And finally, I'm sure this goes without saying for you gentlemen, but never use the crowd as an opportunity to grope or get handsy with a stranger. Gentlemen, let me know in the comments if you have any concerts in the diary this summer and which artists you are looking forward to seeing. I hope you found this video useful, and if you would like to see more content about how to behave in certain social situations, check out my video on elevator etiquette. Turns out there is a lot that can go wrong in such a small space. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll speak with you all in the comments.